Hi, I'm Solara Green, and I want to talk to you today about superconsciousness, one of my favorite topics. I want to talk about the 5 paradigms of consciousness at the moment, and where we are sitting right now today in the middle of 2012 with that. When I first started to engage with consciousness, well, I have to say, at first I didn't even know it existed. I think that there are many people in the world who are now aware of consciousness, but there's still a lot who just don't believe that it exists, that still think that space, air, is simply that. It's empty space, but it's not. It's rich and full with the fabric of consciousness. So as we move from the first paradigm, where you don't believe in consciousness, to the second paradigm, where you begin to connect with consciousness, consciousness becomes like a warehouse, a library, a storage place for knowledge and wisdom. It's still static, but it exists, so you can plug in, connect your mainframe computer into your internet, and whammo, there you go. You've got the influx of information of anything that's ever been. In the third paradigm, it becomes very creational. So you begin to look at how you create shifts in consciousness. You begin to see how we can create collective consciousness around the planet and uplift that into new levels of vibrational frequency, new levels of working together to create a vibrant new world, etc. In the fourth paradigm, you start to really connect with the fabric of consciousness as a thriving space of possibility. It becomes like a supermorph space, actually. So consciousness and you have a relationship. You're beginning to engage with it as a living, breathing, pulsing thing. And the more you do that, the more alive it becomes. You begin to realize that you can create brand new consciousness from this place. And that's an amazing way of transforming the world, is by working with the creation of consciousness. And then when you come into the fifth paradigm, oh, wow, it's a bit amazing working in that level. Whoa, it's as if this year in 2012, we brought the whole of consciousness alive as a brand new source sentient cosmos. So the whole of space, the whole of Earth, the whole grand forces of creation, the whole of us as the human race, all the beingness, everything is now source sentiently based. And we are now engaging that dance. Also this year, in 2012, in the first 6 months, that source sentiency came within us as well. So we are filling up with the living, breathing, pulsing source consciousness of life, as well as we are dancing in a new relationship with the new source sentient cosmos. And that changes everything. Oh my gosh, it lets us move to a level of ability, of understanding, of knowledge, of creativity, of how we can, it's even, I want to say beyond evolution. Because I know that one's a bit hard to wrap your head around, but it actually is. This new way of consciousness lets us live with limitless energy, lets us live with incredible grace, lets us live with incredible insight, knowledge, understanding of what's really going on at the biggest levels. It lets us get rid of all the tragedy and suffering and instead relate to everything as the most amazing potential and possibility coming into our lives. If we're conscious of that energetically and in consciousness, we can actually stop the tragedy from having to guide us to get there and step full into it, so we can avoid the tragedies of life and instead supersede them with conscious understanding and conscious creation. It's an amazing way to live. And our world, as a source world with source beings living in a thriving, pulsing, source sentient cosmos, is going to be something off the charts, unprecedentedly brand new. And I am so excited about what we're going to create in this space. In the Visionary Network, we have a super crew trained to work in super consciousness. And we love doing that work. We work together at least 1, 2, 3, 4 times a week in a whole variety of ways to uplift, to enliven, to catalyze, to quicken the newest possibilities for us as a world and as a race, and to take it into that beautiful, conscious, gracious space that I was talking about. So we hope you'll join us. Our website is www.thevisionarynetwork.com. And we do have an online learning program for super consciousness, and we always have events going on and teleclasses, and we hope you'll join us in transforming the way we live as a race of beings on this planet into super conscious, super amazing source beings, sourcing a world beyond our wildest imaginings.